said was, why are they posting this on Six Plus, right? But then I took in that she was from Toronto, and everything made sense. Everything.
For her to say something like that, it makes you, like, you have to think about it. Is she getting enough attention?
Yeah. With that, honestly, I can't even lie. Like, I understand where she's coming from. Like, I agree with her to an extent because, like, in life, you always want to find validation in what you're doing, seeing, like, what you're doing, if it's good, like, you know, if other people like it. I understand that it's not the best way to go with your life, but we're humans, like, that's what humans usually do, you know? So when she's saying that, I feel like she's talking about she doesn't get attention from males anymore, which she doesn't like really care, like, because she has a husband, whatever, kids, she's happy. But at the same time, it's just like, if you're not getting attention from guys anymore, it's kind of like, oh, am I ugly now? Like, you know?
At first, when I heard it, I was like, is this girl good? Like, you have Stephen Curry, like, why are you talking like this? But then I'm like, what girl doesn't want attention, you know? It doesn't mean she's gonna cheat on him. She just, like, wants a guy to look at her, you know?
Yeah, it all started making sense to me.
Yeah, I was like, this girl's not saying nothing bad. Like, she just wants a guy to look at her. But, yeah, that's my opinion. No,
Don't you think that she kind of embarrassed him in a way? Like,
he didn't feel embarrassed because the next day he was like, he loved her.
He didn't feel embarrassed, but would you want your boyfriend to say he wants more girls giving him attention? Like, if the roles were reversed and Steph Curry said, I need more groupies at my game, I don't think that'd blow over well.
I kind of understand that, but like, he can't. He's a guy. He can't say that.
That whole tripping. Man, hey, I don't know. Like, before we get into any marriage going on, like, for me to be any superstar, like, you gotta understand, like, any insecurities you have or something like that, you can't bring that to the light. Like, we're gonna work on whatever, however you feel in private. Because her saying that, to me, made her look kind of like stupid, and it kind of make them look bad as a couple. Because you talking about you want attention from wherever you getting it from, it's like, bro, you have your husband at home. You know what I'm saying? And females are more like sexual than men, so I can get why she's like feeling like, oh, I still need to have that kind of feeling of me feeling, even though I have a husband. She could be loyal and still want that feeling of.
They're more sexual, or they need more attention?
What's the difference?
Well, I get it, but at the same time, it's not something you say out loud, if that makes sense. Especially because she's a public figure. She shouldn't be saying stuff like that, because now people take it the wrong way. Now you have girls who already do like all these crazy stuff, thinking that it's okay for them to be doing it, right? So like, I understand, like, girls feel a lot of insecurities. So I understand what she means by other guys are not looking at me and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you love the person who you're with, all you should care about is the person giving you the attention that you need. For her to say something like that, it makes it like, you have to think about it. Is she getting enough attention?
She's entitled to feel how she feels, but like, my first opinion, I heard a lot of people's opinions today, and my opinions change. So I can say this and mean something else tomorrow, just a little bit. I'm not completely switching my word, but obviously I gain more knowledge, so it's like I'm more educated about the matter. But she shouldn't have, like, just out of like respect for Steph, it's like, when you first hear that, everyone's looking at him for a second like, yo, you're not showing your girl love. But she never necessarily said that he, you know, is not showing her no attention or nothing. She's just trying to say like women, somebody said earlier today, like, women are put in a position where their beauty is kind of like the number one thing. Like, I meet so many girls that their whole purpose in life is to be a baddie. Like, what the hell is that?
To be honest, with the Ayesha Curry situation, I really love her. Like, let me just start saying that. So I was really like shocked and a little bit disappointed when she said that, because one, she has a lot of people who look up to her. She's a role model. So what she said kind of gives people a reason why, oh, maybe guys should be paying attention to me. You know, if Ayesha isn't getting any attention, maybe it's okay, because, you know, she's saying it and she's kind of giving women like a reason why they should receive attention, like as if they need attention. When women, we don't need attention. You know what I mean? We're dominant on our own. We're independent. We don't need to rely on a guy, because you don't see guys saying, you know, I don't get enough attention from females. Whether or not they do, but like, I'm not gonna say guys no, but most guys have that type of like block. Like, they know, like, they don't need stuff from people. And like, for years and years, decades, centuries, as long as it goes back, women have always been seen like as not as huge, like not having rights. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why it kind of falls off today, like kind of correlates to it a little bit, because women believe that they need to rely on a man. Like, I need attention from a man, like, you know?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, what is your take on it?
Honestly, I think it's fine. Like, if she feels like she needs male attention, like,
But she's married.
well, she just wants to know if she's still like hot stuff. Like, that's it. Like,
What if the roles were reversed and it was Steph Curry saying, I need more groupies at my game? What would you feel about that?
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't agree with that.
I don't know why people are blasting this shorty. I don't know why, because she deserved what she said, and that's her truth. For me, maybe it's because growing with females, I kind of understand what she says. Because after a certain age, for every female, or after giving birth to a child, and in a case 3, it's not just attention now, it's just the desire to be needed. And having a husband like Steph Curry, where if he open his DM, we know there's unexpected things, like things the high should not be seen.
I felt kind of bad for her because you could see that she was getting emotional, right? And all she was trying to do was explain that she's with a man that, again, is a superstar, and there's a bunch of ladies always throwing themselves at her, or at him, sorry. And she wanted like similar attention, not because of the fact that she was gonna grab onto that, but just to feel wanted. And she is a mother, so obviously after pregnancy you get a little insecure, so it's all coming from insecurities. So I just felt kind of bad for her, because like you could see that she was insecure, and I wanted her to find like healing and find, you know, more self-love. That way she doesn't need that energy from other people, and she can get that from within herself and her man.
Okay, at first, yeah, I was like, this girl's tripping. Like, it was just stupid. But when I heard the whole, like, what she was trying to say exactly, I kind of understood it, just because of the fact that, like, men have more pressure to be successful financially, but women have more pressure to, like, uphold beauty standards. And I think that youthfulness is something that's very important in society, and when you start getting older, especially as a female, you're not really seen as attractive anymore sometimes, right? So I could understand why she felt the way she felt. She kind of just wants to know, like, she still got it. But to be honest, as long as you're sure of yourself and your man is sure of you, like, you don't really need to be looking at other people.
Yeah, I did. When I first saw it, the first thing I said was, why are they posting this on 6 Plus, right? But then I took in that she was from Toronto, and everything made sense. Everything. Nah, I think I understand it from a female's point of view, that like they feel like after they've had children, you know, they don't see their bodies in, like, they don't think that their bodies is going to be appreciated by other men, right? Or whatnot. But
okay, here's the thing. I don't understand though, because she doesn't have like a regular husband, like a regular person. Like, her husband is Steph Curry, like dropping threes from half like Steph Curry, and he's making mills. So why are we going out looking for reassurance from other strangers about like trying to holler at her? So it doesn't make any sense, because you have a husband and you guys are set. So you getting hollered at the gas station or the club, like, what does that do for you? It doesn't help. So I don't know.
Yo, honestly, like I don't think she's wrong. And, you know, I might be like a little like off for saying this, but I feel like, you know, that's very common. Personal experience, you know, it doesn't make a girl bad or evil or, you know, just wrong just for having that having that feeling that way, you know. She never even said she was gonna act on it. She just feels that way, you know. And it should be okay to feel certain ways, you know. Like if a girl walks by, you're gonna be like, yo, she's bad, you know. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna act on it. And I know, you know, Ayesha Curry, you know, from what I see, she's not the type to act on it, you know. And like I said, like it doesn't make her a cheater or disloyal for feeling that way. Cause you know, like someone else said, like her husband Steph Curry, you know, a lot of caddies probably want him. So she probably feels like, okay, I can't live up to that name, and it's probably an insecurity. It's an insecurity, but it's a natural insecurity. Feel me? So it's not wrong to have. You see what I'm saying?